Happy Monday! Happy last week of school, everybody. Are you ready to get this week over with? Well, you got to make the most of it. You got a lot of work to do still here for geometry, and I'm not going to let you off the hook with taking it easy this last week because, I got to teach you some stuff. Some of you guys took a little easy Friday and didn't redo the one homework that I assigned for you guys to do. If you got like a 30% on that, or a 40 or 50% on section 10.1 homework, you should retry that because I was going to give you a quiz today, but some of you are really, really needing some more help and work on it. So please do that today. Work extra hard on it here. I'm going to go over 3 questions that are actually on the bonus assignment, which if you don't do, you're completely foolish. So please do the bonus assignment. All right? Because that would actually, you don't have too many points this 9 weeks. So if you do the bonus assignment and get 1 extra point, that's going to boost your grade like 3%. All right? So, do the bonus assignment. All right, and all you got to do is get, I think, 5 out of 7 right on the bonus assignment. And I'm going to do 3 of the questions with you guys here, but please don't watch these answers before you try them yourself, okay? Once you can't figure them out, then you could watch these. All right, so you could stop the video right now and go do the bonus assignment. But anyhow, let's go over these answers now that you have done the bonus assignment. All right, so here we go. Here you're finding a segment of a circle again. All right, so remember, anytime you're finding the segment of a circle, you have to take the area of the sector. Okay, if you don't remember what the sector is, it's a slice of the area. Okay, so you take the area of the sector and you subtract from it the area of the triangle. Okay, so that's a subscript triangle there, and that gives you the area of the segment. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out the area of the sector here. Now, first off, how many degrees is this shaded? Well, this 270 here is representing around the circle, okay? So it's like 270 from here to here. That's 270 degrees, which if you take 360, so there's 360 in a circle, and you minus 270, that means that that triangle is worth 90. It is 90 degrees. It's a 90-degree triangle. So you know that's a 90-degree angle right there. And that is a very, very helpful thing. In fact, you can't do the problem unless you know that. All right, so let's go ahead and calculate the area of the sector. All right, sorry, that's a little sloppy, but you know what I'm trying to do here. All right, so the area of a sector is going to be 90. Okay, so if you remember the formula, it's 90. If you don't remember these formulas, go back and look at the summary sheet that I have posted there. 90 over 360 times the area of a circle, which is pi r. R is equal to 7 in this case, squared. All right, so before you go and just type stuff in your calculator, I mean, you could if you want, but 90 over 360 reduces to 1/4. So 1/4 times pi times 7 squared, which is 49. All right, so you could simplify all this up as 49/4 pi is the area of the sector. If you want to get a decimal approximation, go for it. In fact, you need to get the decimal approximation in the end, but I would not put it in yet, just for accuracy's sake here. All right, so let's talk about the area of good old triangle here. All right, so area of the triangle. Now, a triangle's area is 1/2 the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. The height is always perpendicular to the base, so the height always must meet the base at a right angle. All right, so here it's just 1/2 7 times 7. Okay, so that's 49 divided by 2, which is 24.5. So that's the area of this triangle. It's 24.5. Okay. Now the area of the segment, then, you got to go ahead and subtract these two things. So get your calculator out and do it. 49 over 4th pi minus 24.5. Okay, and I already submitted this, and I'm sure my answer is right. So if you messed something up, you didn't type it in your calculator right. All right, so that's it for this one. All right, next problem deals with a circle pizza. Good old pizza here. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. All right, so here we go. We got a circle pizza that has a 15-inch diameter. So that means through the circle, it's 15 inches. So you have 15 inches. All right, now if you're figuring out what is the area of a slice of the circle, okay, we're cutting this into 7 slices. So imagine that's 1/7 of the circle, which it's probably not. But if we're cutting this into slices, you need to know the radius. Okay, so you cannot figure out the area of a slice just using the diameter, because you have to go and figure out the radius of the circle, which is half of that. So the radius is 7.5. All right, so the area of a slice is basically the same thing as the area of a sector of the circle. So here, we're cutting it into 7 slices. So how many degrees is this? Well, there's 360 in a circle. So you divide it by 7, and you get an approximation of 51.4 degrees. All right, so you have to use that decimal approximation. I mean, you could use a more accurate form of it, and maybe 51.4 is enough. Okay, but I'm going to use 2 decimal places just to be accurate here. My answer needs to be rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay, pay close attention to that. That was actually the same thing on the last problem, nearest tenth. So that means 1 decimal place you need to have in your answer. Okay, so this is 51.43 over 360. Okay, and you're just multiplying it by pi times r, which is this 7.5 squared. Okay. Nothing's going to reduce here very nicely. So, what I would do then is just put it all into your calculator. Okay, 51.3 divided by 360 times pi times 7.5 squared. All right, and then you should get an answer around 25. Okay, and then you got to make sure it's to the nearest tenth. So you have to be a little bit more precise than that. All right, this final problem here, we're going to go over the kilometer version of it. The mile version of it is just basically the same thing. So imagine you have the Earth. Yes, you have the Earth here. It's sitting there. Oh, look, perfect, right there. There's the Earth. Okay. You have 43 degrees of latitude. Okay, so like you have 43 degrees of latitude. So you have an angle here that's 43 degrees. Okay, so imagine that's 43 degrees of latitude. And I'm sorry, that's not exactly 43 degrees there, but that's okay. How many kilometers is this 43 degrees of latitude? Okay, so in other words, how far is it up from the equator? So like imagine this bottom line here is the equator. So what is the arc length? Okay, you're trying to figure out the length here, not the area. So what is the arc length? So we're looking for the arc length, which is the S formula, if you remember. Okay, so, and you get arc length by taking, okay, the number of degrees, n number of degrees over 360 times 2 pi r, okay? That's how you get arc length. And so really what you just got to do is 43 over 360 times 2 pi r. R is equal to the radius, which I didn't bother writing on here. But on the Earth, okay, the radius of the Earth is 6,400. Okay, so we're timesing this by 6,400 kilometers. Okay, so this is kilometers. Then you have to do the same thing, same problem, only use miles. So replace this 6,400 with 4,000. Okay, so replace, you have to do the same thing twice. All right, now if you do it with kilometers, all right, I didn't write down the answer here, but I'll tell you what it is. If you do it with kilometers, you should get roughly 4,803.1, okay? So that's just a little tidbit, at least get you the first part there. Now, then you just repeat the same thing, just replace 6,400 with 4,000, and then you can do that problem. All right, I forgot to mention something on this first one here. You might be wondering, like, when I was calculating this triangle, why did I do 1/2 7 times 7? Well, if this is 7 here, which is a radius of the circle, the other radius has to be the same thing. All radii are the same thing. So the base is 7 and the height is 7, or vice versa. It doesn't matter which one's the height and which one's the base here. All right? And so, anyhow, hopefully that helps you with that one. And that's about all. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember to work hard today, and you have a quiz tomorrow. So please give me some questions. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.